Have you ever wondered why people can't stop talking about you? Why it feels like they're always watching, analyzing, and speculating about every move you make? You don't seek their attention, and yet it feels like the world can't help but focus on you. But here's the truth. Their fascination with you isn't about you at all. It's about the way you move through the world untouched by their opinions, unaffected by their judgments, and most of all, unbothered. You, my friend, are one of the chosen ones, those rare individuals who walk a different path, one that's paved with peace, self-awareness, and unwavering strength. And here's the paradox. While they obsess over you, you couldn't care less. You're not seeking validation, you're not chasing external approval, and that in itself is a power they can't comprehend. People who are consumed by noise and drama don't understand how you can remain so composed, so silent, and yet so powerful. You've built your life not around what others want from you, but around what you've chosen for yourself. You are living proof that peace is not passive, it's a force. So why do they talk about you? Why do they speculate about your every move? The answer is simple, because you've learned the most profound lesson of all, to be unbothered. And that, my dear chosen one, is where your true strength lies, the strength in silence. Imagine a moment in your life when everything was loud, voices, opinions, demands, and chaos swirling around you. Now imagine stepping into a room or even a conversation where the noise doesn't affect you. You hear it, but you don't respond. You notice it, but you don't engage. That's the strength in silence, the power that the world doesn't see coming. For so long, you've been taught that in order to be seen, you must speak loudly. But the truth is, the loudest person in the room isn't always the one who carries the most weight. The one who doesn't speak is often the one who commands the room the most. Take a moment to think about the times when you've been silent, not because you didn't have something to say, but because you knew the power of holding your words back. There's an immense strength in saying nothing at all. The world around you thrives on noise. It craves gossip, drama, and constant validation. But you, as a chosen one, have learned to let that noise wash over you without letting it touch you. This doesn't mean you're passive. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You've learned to move through life like a storm, not loud but powerful, silent but unshakable. The world doesn't need to hear your every thought to understand your strength. Your silence speaks volumes. It's in the moments when you choose not to react, when you remain unbothered by the external chaos, that your true power is revealed. And that's when they start talking. They talk because they can't figure you out. They talk because your silence unnerves them. They talk because they don't understand how you can be so still while being so strong. But that's the magic of it. Your strength is in your silence. And that's why, chosen one, they can't stop talking about you. Unraveling the fear of your solitude. Have you ever felt like an outsider? Like you're walking this path alone and the world around you is just different? The fear of solitude is something many people struggle with. They can't fathom the idea of being alone because to them, loneliness equates to weakness. But for you, solitude is a sanctuary, a place where you reconnect with your soul, a space where you find clarity and strength that the world can't give you. People look at you and wonder why you don't crave their company, why you don't constantly seek validation or connection. They fear that your solitude means something's wrong, that you're broken or lost. But you, chosen one, know that it's quite the opposite. You're not lost, you've found yourself, and that's something most people will never understand. In solitude, you are whole. In solitude, you're able to unravel the noise, the opinions, and the distractions that the world bombards you with. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that you grow, evolve, and align yourself with your true purpose. The truth is, while others are out seeking approval, you've learned to be at peace with your own thoughts, your own presence. You don't need anyone else to validate your worth because you've already done it yourself. Solitude doesn't scare you, it strengthens you. It's where you gather your energy, where you heal, and where you build the unshakable foundation of who you are. So, let the world misunderstand your solitude. Let them think you're detached, unreachable, or isolated. What they don't realize is that your solitude is your superpower. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. You've learned the art of being alone, and in that aloneness, you've discovered everything you need to thrive. Building boundaries, protecting your energy. When was the last time you said no to someone without feeling guilty? When did you last stand your ground, even when the pressure was on? As a chosen one, you've learned that your energy is sacred. You can't afford to let just anyone into your world. People will come and go, some with good intentions, others with less pure motives. But the key to maintaining your peace is understanding that not everyone deserves access to your light. Building boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about protecting your energy. It's about creating a space where you can thrive without being constantly drained by others. There's power in saying no, in standing firm in your own space. In fact, this is one of the most powerful tools you have as you navigate the world. The world will try to pull you in all sorts of directions, demands on your time, your emotions, your attention. But you, chosen one, have learned to hold your ground. You know when to give and when to withhold. You've realized that your energy is a precious resource, and you can't afford to waste it on people or situations that don't serve your highest good. At first, it might have felt selfish or uncomfortable. Saying no to people, setting boundaries, stepping back from relationships that drain you, it's not easy. But over time, you've come to understand that it's not selfish, it's necessary. Your peace, your growth, and your future depend on it. The world will keep testing your boundaries, pushing you to see how far you'll bend. But you've become unmovable. You've learned that it's not about being harsh or unkind. It's about being clear and firm in your intentions. Those who truly respect you will understand and appreciate your boundaries. And those who don't, they'll fall away, and that's okay. You don't need everyone in your life to validate your existence. What matters most is that you protect your energy, and you've mastered the art of doing just that. You are in control of your space, your time, and your energy. And that, chosen one, is the ultimate power. Embracing your true power. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the power you've been searching for has been within you all along. It's not found in the validation of others, nor in the chaos of the outside world. It's in your ability to remain true to yourself, to stay grounded in who you are, even when the world tries to pull you in different directions. As a chosen one, you've been on a journey to discover this power, and now you're starting to understand it. It's the quiet strength that comes from knowing your worth without needing anyone else to confirm it. I remember the first time I truly embraced my own power. It wasn't a grand moment or a dramatic shift. It was simply a quiet realization that I was enough, just as I was. For so long, I sought external approval. I wanted people to see my worth, recognize my potential. But the moment I stopped seeking that validation, I began to see just how powerful I really was. You don't need to chase success or approval because success, when aligned with your true self, is inevitable. It's not about trying to prove something to others. It's about owning your story, owning your power, and standing tall in who you are. The world will try to tell you that you need to be louder, more outspoken, more aggressive. But that's not your path. Your path is quiet, yet it resonates. It's the calm certainty that you don't need to explain yourself because your presence speaks for itself. Embracing your true power means letting go of the idea that you need to conform. You are unique, and that uniqueness is your strength. When you fully step into who you are, without hesitation or fear, you become unstoppable. The power within you is limitless, and it has been waiting for you to embrace it all along. And once you do, you'll realize that nothing, no person, no situation, no challenge can ever take that power from you. The art of letting go, releasing what no longer serves you. There's a moment in everyone's life when they realize that they've been carrying weight that isn't theirs to carry. It could be a toxic relationship, a job that drains your energy, or even an old version of yourself that no longer serves you. But the hardest thing is realizing that in order to move forward, you must let go. Letting go is not an act of weakness. It's an act of strength. It's an acknowledgement that what you've been holding onto is no longer serving you, and that holding on is preventing you from moving into the future you deserve. I've had moments in my own life when I held on to things, people, situations, beliefs, because I thought I needed them. I thought they defined me. But the more I held on, the more I realized that I was suffocating my own growth. Letting go is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. It feels like you're losing something, like you're making yourself vulnerable. But the truth is, by letting go, you're creating space for something better to come in. I had to let go of people who didn't support my growth, of situations that drained my energy, and of my own limiting beliefs that told me I wasn't enough. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't immediate, but each step of releasing what no longer served me made me lighter, more focused, and more aligned with my true purpose. For you, chosen one, it may be time to let go of the things that are weighing you down. It might be a job that doesn't fulfill you, a friendship that doesn't nurture you, or an old belief that limits your potential. Letting go doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're choosing to prioritize your growth, your peace, and your future over the things that no longer serve your highest good. You have the power to release what's holding you back. The more you let go, the more room you create for the things that will propel you forward. It's an act of trust that the universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, will bring into your life what's meant for you. The art of letting go is the art of allowing yourself to be free. Free from the weight of past attachments, free from the burden of others' expectations, and free to step into the next phase of your life with clarity and purpose. The power of solitude, a gift to the chosen ones. Solitude, for most people, it's a state of loneliness, a place where they feel disconnected and abandoned. But for you, chosen one, solitude is not a curse, it's a gift. It's the space where you reconnect with your true self, where you find clarity, peace, and purpose. The world often tells us that we should be constantly surrounded by people, constantly engaged in the noise and distractions that fill our lives. But the truth is, the most powerful moments of your life will come when you're alone, when you're able to listen to your inner voice and connect with your deepest desires. I remember the first time I really embraced solitude. I had been so used to being around others, to filling my time with activities and conversations, that I didn't realize how much I was avoiding my own company. But once I allowed myself the space to be alone, truly alone, I began to understand myself in a way I never had before. Solitude gave me the clarity to see what was truly important to me. It allowed me to reflect on my life, my goals, and the person I wanted to become. And it was in that solitude that I found the strength to make changes, to set boundaries, and to create the life I truly desired. Solitude is not something to fear, chosen one. It's the space where your true power is nurtured. It's where you can hear the whispers of your soul, where you can get in touch with your intuition, and where you can design your life from a place of inner peace. People may try to convince you that solitude is a sign of weakness, or that you should always be busy, always engaged. But the truth is, it's in solitude that you discover your deepest strengths and connect with your highest self. When you learn to embrace solitude, you stop needing external validation. You start to trust yourself and your journey. You stop looking to others for approval, and instead, you create the life you desire from within. So don't shy away from solitude. Embrace it. Let it be your refuge, your sanctuary, and your source of power, building an invincible spirit. Your spirit is the essence of who you are, and it's what will carry you through life's toughest challenges. But in order to build an invincible spirit, you must first understand that the power of your spirit lies in its resilience. Life will test you, people will disappoint you, the world will throw obstacles in your path, but your ability to rise above it all, to stay strong, to keep moving forward, is what will define you. Building an invincible spirit is not about never feeling pain or never encountering setbacks. It's about how you respond to those challenges. It's about your ability to stand tall, even when life feels like it's knocking you down. I've had my fair share of challenges, moments when I felt like giving up, when it felt easier to just walk away. But what I've learned is that it's in those moments of struggle that your spirit becomes stronger. It's when you push through the pain, when you refuse to let adversity define you, that you develop a resilience that nothing can break. The more challenges you face, the more you build your inner strength. You begin to realize that you are capable of far more than you ever thought possible. You are stronger than your circumstances, stronger than the opinions of others, and stronger than the fears that try to hold you back. Building an invincible spirit requires a commitment to your own growth. It means developing the mindset that you are unbreakable, that no matter what life throws at you, you will rise. It's about maintaining your integrity, your peace, and your self-belief, even when everything around you is trying to bring you down. Chosen one, your spirit is indestructible. It has already overcome so much, and it will continue to rise, stronger and more powerful with every challenge you face. You are invincible, not because you are immune to pain, but because you know that your spirit is stronger than anything the world can throw your way. The unseen power of detachment. There was a time in my life when I thought I had to hold on to everything. I thought that if I let go of certain relationships, habits, or beliefs, I'd be losing part of myself. It was only when I started detaching that I realized something profound. Detachment isn't about giving up. It's about gaining everything you need to move forward. You see, detachment is a superpower that most people never truly understand. They believe that being attached to everything, relationships, ideas, possessions, is what gives life meaning. But in reality, the more you attach, the more you weigh yourself down, the more you hold on to things that no longer serve you, the more you diminish your own potential. When I first let go of certain people in my life, I thought it would break me. I feared the empty spaces they'd leave behind, the silence that would echo in my life. But the truth is, those spaces became the fertile ground where my personal growth began to flourish. I discovered that by letting go, I was making room for things that truly aligned with who I was becoming. The unseen power of detachment is its ability to create space for new opportunities, for new relationships, and for the kind of life you want to build. It's not about cutting people off or abandoning your responsibilities. It's about understanding that some things, some people, and even some beliefs hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. Detaching doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care more about your own peace and growth than you do about holding on to something that doesn't serve you anymore. I'm sure you've experienced this in your own life. That moment when you finally let go of something or someone that's been draining you. And when you did, you felt lighter, freer, and more in control of your life. This is the power of detachment. It's an invisible strength, a quiet revolution that shifts the trajectory of your life. It's the ability to release the things that no longer serve you, not out of spite, but out of love for your own peace and evolution. So, chosen one, if there's something or someone in your life that's holding you back, it's time to release it. Let go, not because you're abandoning, but because you are making space for the greater things that are waiting for you. Reaching new heights, your journey to self-actualization. There comes a time when you stop looking around and start looking inward. You stop seeking answers from others and begin seeking them from within. This is the moment when you begin your journey towards self-actualization. I remember the day I realized that I had been chasing the wrong things. I had been running after external validation, striving for approval, trying to fit into a mold that wasn't mine. I spent so much of my life trying to meet others' expectations, only to realize that those expectations weren't even aligned with my true desires. I was living for others, not for myself. But then I made a choice to stop living for anyone but me. It wasn't an easy choice, and it wasn't a quick one. It required me to confront all of the things I had been avoiding, my fears, my insecurities, and the parts of me I had buried in the pursuit of external success. But once I took that first step inward, everything changed. Self-actualization isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's about peeling back the layers of your life, your beliefs, and your past, and discovering who you really are underneath it all. It's about realizing that you don't need anyone's approval to live the life you want. You don't need to fit into someone else's mold to find success. You create your own mold. The journey to self-actualization is one of liberation. It's the realization that you are enough, just as you are, and that you hold all the answers within you. The more you dig deep into your own soul, the more you uncover your potential. You discover your true desires, your true purpose, and your true self. This journey is transformative. It's not about seeking more. It's about finding what's already inside you and letting it shine. And as you do, you begin to rise to new heights. You begin to align with your higher self, the version of you that's always been there, waiting for you to awaken to your full potential. The more you honor this journey, the more you become the person you were always meant to be. So, chosen one, are you ready to reach new heights? Are you ready to step into your full potential and embrace the life you were destined to live? The journey starts with you, And with every step you take, you move closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. Inviting the chosen ones to unite. Have you ever felt like you're different from everyone around you, like you're walking a path that no one else seems to understand? I've been there, and I know that feeling of isolation, the feeling of being set apart, of being misunderstood. But what I've learned is that being a chosen one doesn't mean you have to walk alone. In fact, one of the most powerful things you can do on your journey is to find your tribe, to connect with others who understand your journey and who are walking their own paths of self-discovery and empowerment. I remember when I first started to connect with others who shared my mindset, who understood the importance of personal growth and self-love. It was like finding a home I didn't know I had. These people weren't just friends, they were fellow chosen ones. They were the ones who pushed me to go further, to dig deeper, to become the best version of myself. They understood the value of solitude, of detachment, and of personal empowerment. They weren't afraid to walk their own paths, even if it meant going against the grain. And it was in their presence that I realized something profound. When chosen ones unite, we become an unstoppable force. Our collective energy, our shared wisdom, and our commitment to personal growth create a powerful bond that elevates everyone involved. The truth is, we don't need to walk this path alone. There are others out there just like you, individuals who are ready to step into their true power and create a life of purpose, peace, and self-love. And together, we can amplify that power, supporting each other, pushing each other, and rising to new heights together. So, chosen one, this is your invitation. Join the community of like-minded individuals who are ready to walk their own paths with purpose, confidence, and clarity. Together, we'll create a movement that changes lives, that empowers people to be their true selves, and that reminds the world of the power of the chosen ones. Conclusion: the power of being unbothered. In a world that's filled with noise, distractions, and opinions, there is one thing that stands above it all: the power of being unbothered. The ability to move through life without letting the chaos of the world shake your foundation is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. I've learned that being unbothered doesn't mean being apathetic or indifferent. It means choosing peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and self-awareness over external validation. It's the strength to stand firm in who you are, even when the world tries to pull you in different directions. I remember a time when I let the opinions of others dictate my life. I was constantly worried about what people thought of me, about whether I was meeting their expectations. But as I embraced the power of being unbothered, I realized that I was giving away my power. I was letting others control my peace. And once I stopped doing that, everything shifted. Being unbothered is not a weakness, it's a declaration of strength. It's saying, I don't need anyone's approval to know my worth. It's walking through life with a quiet confidence that doesn't rely on external validation. And when you step into this power, everything around you begins to align. You attract the people, the opportunities, and the circumstances that are meant for you because you're no longer chasing them. They come to you. So, chosen one, remember that your peace is yours to protect. You are unbothered because you've chosen yourself, and that choice is the ultimate power. Embrace it, own it, and let the world see you walk through it with unwavering confidence. You are unbothered, and that is your superpower.